your friendly neighborhood plugs.
Keegan, Basil, and just mine.
Welcome to the Plugged In Podcast.
Hey, what's crack-a-lacking? Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Plugged In the Podcast with myself, Keegan.
Habibi, it's Aman.
There we go.
What's happening?
I was waiting for the Habibi vibes.
Oh, what's shaking? It's been a
Woo.
week.
I've been shaking. I have been.
Hey, whoa.
I've been shaking to earn an extra buck there. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, but honestly, like life's been a bit shaky recently, to be honest.
It's the recovery period. It's the recovery period from everything that just transpired recently. But we've got a peace deal. We've got a peace deal.
We
so
did.
Things are looking up. Things are getting better faster.
I'm a very optimistic person, right? I always say the same thing over and over and over again, just to sort of, clear my head and to give me a little bit of a peace of mind. However, it's been taking a bit longer than expected to get onto your feet again. And I talk about this from a person's perspective, living in the UAE and like grinding and working and having all these goals and all of your dreams and stuff. A lot of things have been put on pause. And, now that there is a peace deal that's being signed on Friday, we don't necessarily know what that's going to do later on and how long that recovery period is going to take place. So for me, it feels like it's been a couple of months, right? Like it feels like it's been a lot longer than what it actually was.
It has been a couple of months.
But a lot longer. Like I wanted to say a couple of years, but then I was like, Keegs, be more realistic. So it's been a couple of months of me feeling shaky. And I know that it's been a couple of months, but we don't know how much longer or how many more months it's going to take for us to get back onto our feet again. And I think that's the scary bit of it. I think, to be very honest, it's been playing on my head a lot more than before. And I think while we were even going through it, I think there was a lot more reason to feel like things were going to get better very soon. But now that we're getting to a point now where that peace deal is going to be signed, I don't know how long it's going to be until my salary looks the same, the opportunities look the same, the doors open. Like, we need to call a spade here. Like, things are tough. Things are tough.
Things are tough.
And
That's
it's like,
facts.
it's frustrating me because everybody has all their own journeys, right? And everyone says all those good things and everything else. But it's like, can we just actually admit that things are tough?
I'm hearing the same thing across the board from literally everybody that I speak to, because there's been a lot that's happened and the recovery period on it is a bit slow. Let's say it that way. People still have to do catch up before you can get to where you need to be or get to a stagnant place, because you have to catch up on the months that were slow.
Yeah.
Let's put it as slow.
Yeah.
And realistically, I think we're heading into summer now, so we're probably looking at like another 2-3 months.
Oh, I can't. You know what, Whenever I hear these words, I'm like, I really want to laugh and I really want to have fun with it, but I am not in that position anymore. I think I was in that position a couple of months ago where I could have, giggled about. I can't laugh about it anymore. I can't. It's actually so serious. Like, this is actually such a serious part of my life. And I told you this as well before we came on. I was like, I've never been in a situation like this where I am having to really admit that I'm struggling. You know what I mean? Like, the struggle's real. And I think the more I say it, the more frustrated I get, because I'm like, there's a reason why I came here. There's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? For the betterment of my life and the people's lives around me. And when you're struggling, it's hard to see, the optimism through it all, because I am a very optimistic person. But then it's like, how much of an optimist do I need to be for things to change?
That's fair, but I can pretty much make anything lighthearted. I don't
know.
like to take things too seriously.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through some stuff before, and everything passes with time.
Yeah.
There's nothing that time doesn't end up fixing or healing or removing. It's just a waiting game at this point. It's going to work out at the end. It gets better.
Yeah.
Nothing is terrible forever. You have to go through it to grow through it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
or you have to grow through it to go through it.
That could be a thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Either way, I mean,
it'll teach you how to pivot as well.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking, I think we're all forced to grow. especially during this time, you know. And I think as well, with that growth comes a lot of introspection. I've said that so many times on this podcast. I was like, there are so many times where I sit with myself and I'm like, wow, Keegan, there's one more thing, one more hurdle that you've got to get through so that you can give yourself a round of applause in the mirror. You know what I mean? But it's those kinds of conversations that I'm having to do. And we spoke about mental health a couple of episodes ago. And, you know, we all deal with mental health very differently as guys. You called me out and you were like, talk about it more.
Yeah.
Call people out for it, you know, speak to people, sit them down, have a coffee with them and tell them how you feel. And my methodology isn't necessarily like that. Is it wrong? No. Is it right? Absolutely not as well. But it's like trying to find the medium in it, right? Trying to be a good friend and also a good professional in the midst of the struggle and in the midst of trying to maintain these working relationships with people, especially when people disappoint you, is so tough. And it is tough in your mental health because you keep a lot of these things to yourself because of pride and ego and because you want to be the best version of yourself to other people. But then you get to a breaking point where it's like, how do I build myself up again? You know what I mean? Because I've given so much of myself. So how do I eventually build myself up after giving you everything?
Well, if you've got a stronger foundation, there's only more of you to build from. Realistically, there's no good sailor that's been ever made from smooth seas. If you haven't had a tough time going through everything, when something does eventually hit you in the future, how are you going to know how to handle it?
Yeah.
You know what you can struggle with and without, and it teaches you moving forward that, okay, listen, I went through this before. This is actually not that bad. So it changes your perspective on everything that you look at. You also can't look at everything from a negative light. As much as bad things have happened, good things are still happening as well. It's the same like if we only wrote about our injustices in the world, the future generations will never know the good that we've done. Because, you know, kindness is quieter than negativity. And that's a normal thing that happens in life. You just got to keep the ball rolling, keep your head up high. You know what the problem is? The social media game where you're seeing other people living a life that isn't always necessarily true.
Yeah.
But you feel like, okay, maybe I can be doing enough. I mean, should be doing more. And it puts you a bit on the back step mentally. It's how you look at everything, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right when you say that, you know. I don't agree with everything you just said, but I understand from your perspective, right? I mean, I do think as well, being negative isn't necessarily you like thinking about, I mean, from maybe from like what I've just said as well, it's not me being negative, it's me being realistic. And sometimes realism can look like a negative for somebody else that's maybe not going through their specific realism that person is going through, right? So my problems or the things that I'm dealing with might not be the same things as what you are dealing with. So from your perspective, you might look at it from a, you know, oh, but Keegan is just being like, you know, he's throwing his toys at the cart, and that's fine. Let me do that. You know what I mean? And also like, but also like, let's be able, like, let's have the conversations in the sense where it's okay for you to throw your toys at the cart.
Of course.
So that when things do get back to normal, you pick them up and you think to yourself, my goodness, like I've had to go through that and I grew from that and I'm able to learn from that and maybe not get myself in that situation again. So it's always about like the learning part is always the most difficult, right? It's like when we put so much trust in projects and in businesses and in people, the disappointment that comes along with it is something that you don't expect. You don't know how that would feel and what that would do to your nervous system and how you operate with people eventually. So the more disappointments you get from other people, I start doing this, I start building a wall up, right? So now I'm like, I don't know how much of myself I can give to other people because the disappointments have come like from all parts of it. You know what I mean? It's come from all ends.
Fair enough. You know, I spoke to you about this downstairs.
You did.
And I'm happy that you're doing it. I told you needed to vent. I told you needed to vent before you blow up. It's important to get things off your chest. The same for everybody. You need to get things off your chest. If things are on your mind, say it. What's the worst that can happen? Apologize later if it's a little too out there and you realize that maybe there was something wrong in what you said. But you need to get things off your chest. It's on your mind. It's going to eat at you.
Yeah.
If only you can hear it inside your head.
Yeah.
It's not benefiting you or anybody else.
Yeah.
Nobody else can help you fix the situation either. But I'm happy. Look at you. Growing through it. Look at you.
Yeah, I know. It's a difficult thing. I mean, there's a saying, no expectation, no disappointment. Something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Is
it
that
is.
is that what it means?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's something that I'm having to learn about myself, is that I expect too much out of people. I expect too much out of situations. I expect too much out of relationships in general, right? And that's something that I'm having to work on. And I've had to work on this my entire life, where it's like you give so much energy and yourself to family members, to friendship groups, and they just hit you with the backhand and being like, you know what? That love that you give me, baby, it's not going to be reciprocated. And that's such a hard thing to swallow. That's such a hard pill to swallow.
But everybody is different. Some people show love differently. I'm one of those people. I'm a tough love kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm not always present. I'm not always verbal. I'm not always around. But the love is there. I just might not say it all the time. I might not be calling 24/7. I might not say, hey, listen, I'm thinking about you. I'm missing you. This is the story. I see what you're doing. You're doing well. Back of my head, I know you're doing well.
Yeah.
I'm talking good about you behind your back. That's the kind of people you need in your life. Talk good about somebody behind their back. That's your person.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody though. Especially in whatever phase of life you're in. You would look at it differently as well.
Yeah. Do you know something that's inspired me recently as well, Aman, is obviously the football, right? The FIFA World Cup is happening at the moment, which is a massive surprise to me, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, I never used to like soccer or football, is what the world would call it. And now I'm so invested because I like the sportsmanship. I like teamwork. I love the fact that people get to live out their dreams. There's so many stories about these footballers that it's their first World Cup, right? And they've always dreamt of playing in the World Cup like this. I look at one player specifically, and he's very big on the news at the moment. I can't remember his name, but he's from Cape Verde, and he's the goalkeeper, right? He's 40 years old, and he's always dreamt of being at a World Cup. It's his first World Cup. And he's 40 years old. And it sort of brought me to this topic of like, you're never too old to succeed. You're literally never too old to succeed. And I look at him and I'm like, my goodness, you never gave up that hope. You never gave up on your dreams. You never gave up on your ambition, the goal to succeed. And now he played against, Cape Verde played against Spain, okay? And let me tell you, they gave Spain, and Spain is world champions, okay? They gave Spain a run for their money. I was so shocked. I was like, what is going on here? This is Cape Verde. This is their first World Cup, FIFA World Cup, that they're playing against one of the top tier teams and they're giving them a run for their money. I was so impressed. And this goalkeeper saved so many goals. And I know it's so like out of the ordinary. I don't know why I just threw that out there, but it's just like, just to reel it in. And it's like these kinds of people remind me about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And why I need to keep going. Because even at 40 years old, this man is living his dream. And I love it. I love it.
In your head, did you have, when you were younger, did you have an age set in your mind that you thought, okay, at this age, I need to be successful. I need to hit A, B, and C?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
What was that age?
When I reached my 30s.
When you reached your 30s, you thought, I need to be successful already.
And remember, success doesn't mean the same to everybody, right? Success,
I was about to say.
Yeah, success for me meant that I was able to leave a legacy, and people were part of that journey. Like more than they were in my 20s. Because in my 20s, I was still trying to figure out who I was. But now I know the man I am today, and that's the kind of person I'm wanting everybody to see and experience, right? So it's like you're taking them on a journey, and that could be from my artistry, that could be from my friendship, it could be from just how I converse with a stranger on the street. It's like, because I'm so confident in my skin and who I've become over the years, that's sort of how my success was measured. Was, am I able to truly look myself in the mirror and be like, I'm so proud of this person that I am today in my 30s.
I hope you can say that now.
I am able to say that. I'm able to say that.
I'm quite proud of the person that you are.
Thank you, Aman. Thank you.
I was different. I've always I've looked at it when I was younger, because I started working young. When I was like 15, I thought, okay, by 20 you need to be successful. You're already working 5 years. You know what I mean? But also you're 15 years old. You're a bit stupid.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
Yeah.
Then I got to 21. I'm like, okay, I've done X, 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 X. But this is not what I thought success is.
Yeah.
And then I might have hit those old goals, but my interpretation of success had changed.
Yeah.
And then 21, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to give myself till 26. That's another 5 years. And then if I get to this point, then definitely this is success. And then I
like
got to 25 and I realized I'm 1 year away. And I'm like, you know what? Even if I hit all these goals, I don't think this is success either.
Yeah.
And last year I turned 30. And then I'm like, success is something different again.
Yeah.
And it evolves as you evolve.
Yeah.
And I guess, but that's chasing the dragon.
It is.
It'll always want to push you to get better continuously. But also, if you get stagnated in the same point and thinking, okay, I am successful, which can be just an overinflated ego, because success looks different to everybody.
It does, yeah.
You can't tell Elon Musk, okay, listen, I'm successful in a city. He's
Yeah.
like, my guy, I'm worth $1 trillion.
I just
$1
saw that.
trillion.
I saw that update on social media today.
$1
I was like,
trillion.
$1 trillion is hectic.
This building is what, 50 some odd floors?
Is it?
I
Is it
think
that
so.
big?
If you took $1 trillion in cash, this building is not big enough to hold that kind of
That's
money.
mad.
That's different money.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's unfathomable amounts of physical money.
I hope he's happy.
That's a topic that we can get
I
into.
hope he's happy, yeah. Because success doesn't really lead to happiness all the time, you know? And money and wealth doesn't always lead to happiness.
Not necessarily.
No, it doesn't. But hey, look, it's, you know, the idea of us even talking about success means that we are aware of it. And it means that we are wanting that in our lives. Whether we've sort of come close to it, whether we've touched it, whether we don't even understand it yet. I think that's the beauty of, you know, being two ambitious young men living in a foreign country which has now become home. But it's the idea of success for us, and that those small goals and those small achievements that we wanted to make, and, you know, before the bigger picture happens, that for me, I'm holding on to that. You know what I mean?
That's good.
All those smaller things, I'm holding on to it.
Because as long as your perspective kept changing about success, you're never complacent.
Yeah.
If you're complacent, you get lazy, you get stuck in the same place, you don't think about growing, you don't think about pushing, you don't think about innovating. It leaves you in a point where you're just really waiting for it all to end.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally what it is. You think, okay, I've done enough, I'm a chill.
Yeah.
That's not how it is. That's what brings the end a lot faster than you would expect it to.
I always sometimes think to myself, like, I wonder how kids perceive success today. Because I know as kids as well, I mean, we were talking about this as well, like just how much entertainment we were even allowed to see back as kids, right? And it was so unfathomable for me, because when you think about it as an adult, you think, my goodness, like the access, the access to certain things and to certain programs and to certain just media things was crazy. And I do think that sort of helped mold and bold me today, you know, being able to see what I saw and to have the access and not also having strict parents that was constantly looking at what I was doing.
True.
They literally allowed me to do whatever I wanted to because they trusted me, and I never abused that, right? And then I always think about, like, the kids today, we constantly around, like, the new generation, and I'm always thinking, my word, like, the responsibility as adults today, leaving a great legacy and leaving a good impression on our younger generation is so important. So when they watch these podcasts, or when they invest their time and their energy into us as adults, are we leaving something with them that they can carry on with, you know, and make something of themselves and do something that's, you know, that's not going to keep them trapped in their own heads? So that's why we always bring these conversations up, because I'm really hoping that the younger generation can look at us and be like, wow, these guys are great people. They're great men. They are great friends.
They're also actual people
They're people.
that are not putting on a character all the time
Yeah.
and pretending to be something. And in case you didn't know, Keegan is talking about ETV late night. If you know, you know.
I mean, if you see it. I mean, I thought we were going to keep it under wraps here. But yes, that one.
You know what? It's there's a basketball court outside my apartment building.
Okay.
And the other day, so there were a few kids that were playing. I would assume that they're around 15 years old. There was also like a group of 3 or 4, I would say 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds that were with them.
Yeah.
The smaller kids had their iPad. They're on the basketball court. iPads out, watching YouTube. Not even watching the guys play, which is, I'm assuming, are siblings or maybe friends.
Yeah.
Played with their iPads outside. Is this what, if your parents told you to go play outside, is this what it's become?
Yo.
That go outside and play. Okay, can I have my iPad? That's odd. When you were kids, when you were a kid,
Yeah.
what were the go-to games or hobbies or something that you used to do?
Oh man, so I was quite lucky. So I lived in an area called Zeekoevlei in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And we had the vlei on the other side of the house. We had one road that separated us from the entire community, and in that entire road there were probably like 8 kids. And for 17 years, we were basically raised up together, right? So we
Okay.
grew up together. We saw each other grow. We saw each other go through our first relationships. We did tournaments. We swam in the vlei. You know, we did a lot of things together, but it was all outside. Our homes felt as if like they were the time to rest and the time to sleep and the time for family time. But I was raised in a very unconventional home, so a lot of my time would be spent in their households. So I saw how those families operated, where it was like, when it's supper time only for our family, you can go home and eat your supper by yourself. Do you know
okay.
what I mean? So back in those days, it wasn't as, I guess, open as what it is now. Like, family time was family time. Right?
sense.
And sleep time was sleep time. So 8 p.m., you had to be bathed and in the bed.
Oh, there was no
You know,
debate.
there was no debate. And parents were quite strict, and they were very on discipline. And that's why, as kids, we were raised so, I would say, well, as adults today, because there's respect. We have respect for other people's times as well, and we are socially aware. You know, so when one friend says he's got to go inside and eat supper and go and bath and do the rest of it, we all do it because we know that that's exactly the time that we're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? And it's sort of, I enjoyed my childhood. I genuinely did, because of that little bit of discipline that was instilled.
Okay, so question 1. What on earth is a vlei?
Oh, it's a lake.
Okay, could you not just say that? I was confused.
I'm surprised you don't know what a
Vlei.
vlei is.
I've never heard
A
that
vlei
word
is a
before.
lake, yeah.
Is that Afrikaans?
It is.
Yeah,
It
you see?
is.
I'm a Durban boy.
Yeah, but you're still South African.
You came with a vlei. I'm now just sitting this whole time trying to figure out. Vlei
Yeah,
has
it's
to
a
be
lake.
Something you swim in.
Yeah, it's a
No,
lake.
but it makes sense because it was the same with me. Okay, I never had really close neighbors and stuff that we would always go out to.
Yeah.
But I'm like around school, like primary school into early high school, we would still all meet up within the area. Meet up.
Ooh, the
You did
meetups.
the meetups.
At the hot spots.
But then in school you would do like marbles. Do you remember marbles, bro?
I
never played marbles.
remember marbles, but I'm not going to lie, I didn't really play a lot with marbles.
What about tops?
We had tops, but we got very bored of them eventually.
You see, it became too much of a competition
Is it?
where we were, and then everybody was into it.
That's crazy.
And then PlayStation came out. Well, PlayStation, well,
Oh.
it was out already, but PlayStation got bigger.
Really?
And then everybody just started, okay, we'll do a home meetup. 2 people, plug your controller in, plug your memory card in. You're playing with your friends. And then eventually it got more separated as things.
Yeah.
But it's the same with technology. Technology
Yeah.
is also accounted for some of that, where it's allowed you to play with people across the world. So you don't have to see people in person anymore.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. You know this.
You do it now, yeah.
I've got friends in Saudi. I've got friends in Canada. I've got friends
Connects
in
you with the
South
world.
Africa. And we all come together at a singular time, which
Yeah.
is a different time for everybody else, just to make time for each other, play some games, talk some nonsense.
I like that.
And
I
relax.
like that.
But it's changed for everybody now. But what we were also listening to back then, indulging in as well, content-wise, is very different from what's out now. Also, we got discipline beat into us.
We definitely got discipline.
We got
we definitely
discipline
did.
was whacked into us.
100%. And also, it's such a controversial thing, right? Because everyone's like, oh, you don't hit your kids. Like, you don't shout at them. You speak to them in like a good manner because it's like mental health and it's like all the rest of it. Is it effective?
Is it? Is it? I've
Is
seen
it
some.
effective? Like, if you're a
demonic
parent watching
kids.
this right now, is it effective? Because, no, genuinely speaking, like, you walk through the malls today and you walk through little, like, I was playing tennis not so long ago. We do tennis every Friday, right? And this group of kids, probably 12 years old, and they kept shouting at the court. And I was like, guys, please, like, it's rude, first of
Yeah.
all. We're not your friends. We're also not your age. Don't be doing that.
And we also don't know
Like,
who the hell you are.
exactly. But also, I always say the way your kid acts, it starts from home.
That's facts.
It starts from at home. If your kid is misbehaved, you are not doing the thing that you have to do as a
True.
parent. I'm sorry, I said what I said.
Yeah, that's facts.
I said what I said.
I believe a kid is a representation
Yeah.
of the parent. Same
Yeah.
like in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, that's a representation
Yeah.
of you when you're out. Some children, oh my God,
Yeah.
it really grinds my teeth.
No, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right.
Have you been? When
me
last
as
have you
well.
seen a group of kids in the metro?
Oh, I haven't been on a metro for a while. Though.
Oh my God, bro.
Is it hectic?
If they're going like to the mall or something and they're all in the metro
Uh-huh.
together, oh, it's the most infuriating process. I jump off stop early just to get on a different metro.
Stop it.
Oh, it's really, really bad. Disrespectful, rude. Oh my God, it doesn't end. But on the other side, there are some kids that are amazingly behaved,
Yeah.
that are raised well, that know how to carry themselves, know when to keep quiet, when to make noise, when to be a kid. And because I think that's a big problem. A lot of them aren't actually getting to be kids.
They're
They
not.
want to grow up in a world full of adult entertainment.
Yeah.
That's probably not the right way to say it.
But also very true as well, because again, access.
Yeah, true.
It's
Everything is
access. Like
accessible.
you give your kid technology. Please don't expect them not to be curious and see what that technology can get them. You know, it's very much a. It's like you can't keep your kid quiet with a tablet and not expect them to go and press buttons to see what else the tablet can do.
True.
And then when they go to school, one of the friends had maybe found something that they could also do on an internet site or another app or whatever. They talk. Kids talk because it's a social thing. It's a social norm for everybody to do the same thing, so everyone can relate to something, right? And I think also, like, I think as well, back in our days, I say our days like we from the Stone Ages. It sort of feels like that right now, but you know, social dynamics was so different back then because not everyone had certain things, right? So certain kids had cellular phones because they could afford it. Certain kids had cars in matric in
Oh,
grade
yeah.
12. Certain kids didn't. Certain kids had to take the bus or school transport. Other kids got their parents to come and pick them up. So there's a lot of these changes that alter the way you socialize with certain people. So automatically, and I just put it in perspective here, it's easier for you to relate to somebody that's doing the same as you. So if one of your friends also drives to school, there's so much relatability to it, right? If one of your friends has a Sony Ericsson and you have a Nokia 3310, it's harder to relate to the person with a Sony Ericsson because, first of all, yes, there are finances involved there. Their parents are probably more wealthy than yours because you got a 3310. I had a 3310. I can relate to the rich kids at school,
I had
right?
a television as well.
I was very much like out of the loop when it came to technology because my parents didn't want to invest in technology. They were like, go and play sport, you know, be fit. Good. It's good for, you know, for community as well. So that's why I had a greater amount of friends because we played sport together. So we could be competitive together, but we could also have a braai or a barbecue together at the same time. So there was a lot more camaraderie when it came to like on the sports field and doing things that are outside underneath the sun. You go to your friend's house to have like a Coke with ice. You know what I mean? As opposed to being like, I'm going to come sit with you and we're going to mix it together. Nothing wrong with it, but also each of their own.
But you know what I like? Recently, there's been a trend change where people are outside a lot more. People are starting run clubs like you cannot believe.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it?
I like
What
a run
are you
club.
running from?
What are you
Every
running
day,
from?
4 o'clock in the morning, you're running.
Yeah.
My guy, relax a little bit. But I get it. Some people like to run.
Yeah.
There's a lot though. But it's good. People are outside. They're doing more active things. You're doing tennis what? Every Thursday, every Friday?
We used to do it every Friday. Now we've changed it twice a week because the guys really like it, and they've also seen the fact that like we've gotten a bit closer because of tennis. So now we can watch a
see?
sport together and actually enjoy watching the sport. But nobody's going to come watch soccer with me because nobody watches soccer. So now I'm just doing the thing of like, obviously South Africa's playing in the World Cup and I do the soccer thing. But to answer your question, we do it twice a week.
Well, won't we be playing rugby in the first match?
We were the amount of yellow and red cards we got. I mean, it's actually diabolical
It
at
was
this
a bit
point.
nuts. It was a bit nuts. But I don't want to get into any depressing topics. While
I
we're
also
here.
don't. I mean, look, Bafana, we love you, and I love you. I genuinely do, and I've always loved you. I was raised with you on the television, but I just feel like we need to do better, guys. Like we need
Yeah,
to
and
do
we
better.
can't be chewing gum non-stop.
No.
For 90 minutes.
It's so funny that you said that because that was a big debate online. So many people were like, "Oh, actually, chewing gum's not as bad as what we think it is because it keeps your saliva apparently like circulating all the stuff." It was gross, but I was like, from a sports perspective,
It was gross.
maybe it's a good thing. But the way he was doing it,
Yeah, that's a problem. You know what annoys me? Is people that chew with their mouth open.
yo,
Oh my God,
it's
it drives
bad
me nuts.
manners.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is going on?
What was that sound?
That's what is excuse me.
What was
Is
that
there a small dog at this table? What was that noise?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I can't stand it. It frustrated me seeing it on TV.
Is it?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
I was.
And I'm not a soccer person. You know this.
Yeah.
I don't watch football. I came out to support the country. I watched the game, and these guys started fighting. Well,
Yeah, they
not
disappointed
fighting.
us.
Yeah,
They
But,
disappointed us a
well,
lot.
Inshallah, next time.
On Friday. No, tomorrow.
Friday?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow. South
I'm surprised
Africa.
that you're this clued up on the FIFA games.
I am because I genuinely love backing my country. I genuinely love backing South Africa.
Yeah, I saw
feel like
that.
I have a big responsibility with that as well, being an expat in this country, in the UAE. Do you know what? And I don't know if I've said this to you before, but I feel prouder being South African living outside of South Africa.
Oh, facts, 100%.
How is that a thing? Why is it a
100%.
thing?
I have no idea. I think because you're not exposed to the rest of the world when you're in South Africa. And then when you move outside of South Africa, you realize, Jesus Christ, we have so many amazing things about our country
We
and
do,
our
yeah,
people.
yeah,
I rep our people harder than the country, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Because we all grew up with the same trauma. It made us
Yeah.
it made us pretty much the same in a lot of ways.
yeah.
But it's I guess it's different for everybody. But what I do like to see is that everybody that is not only South African, regardless of where you're from, they're backing their home country, regardless of who they actually support.
Yeah.
They're showing the support to their home country just to
Yes.
represent where they're from. That's a good
Yes.
thing. I like that.
I love it as well. Look, I do think that there's a lot more behind that, right? So it's very much like, even though the country is not maybe the way we would have hoped it to be, South Africa has a lot of room to grow, and they've got so much that they have to correct, and so much trauma that they've got to rebuild, and etc. But there's so much beauty that comes out of, and you touched on it as well. It's like the people that came out of it, and that still can rally behind something that can also still be depressing for them, is major to me. It's like South Africans are so strong, and we so like, what's the word when we push forward?
I don't
What's
know
the
what
English
word.
word for pushing forward?
Say the Afrikaans word.
No, I don't even know the Afrikaans word.
What you asking? What you ask? What's the English word?
We very. I'll get to it. I'll tell you a little bit later. I can't get to it
I'll
now.
put it in on the screen.
I can't get to it now. But we very like, you know, there's this hunger to succeed as South Africans.
True.
And I love that. I get behind that so much. And when you hear this from South Africans, like, it's like, it's contagious. You know, I'm truly South African throughout. And you know why? So wild, right? So just again, somebody asked me the same question that we spoke about earlier in the previous episode. Are you South African? Like, where are you from? And you know, the more people that ask me that, I get so much more excited to educate them. And I'm like, I wish that you knew more about South Africa. You wouldn't even dare ask me that question.
There's very few people that know more than, I would say, 3 things about South Africa that are, well, from here. If you haven't been to South Africa,
Yeah.
but isn't it dangerous?
Yeah.
My guy, everywhere in the world is dangerous.
Yeah.
You live in Dubai, anywhere that you go outside of Dubai will seem dangerous.
Yeah.
That's because you're living in the safest place in the world.
True.
But there's crime everywhere. You can navigate through things regardless of where you are. And you can look at things differently depending on the situation that you're in. You have to be environmentally conscious.
Yes.
So you have to be conscious of your surroundings
Yes.
and know how to carry yourself in different places, not only South Africa,
Yes,
but
yes.
everywhere in the world. It's the same. You can go to the
Yeah.
States and it's the same. You can go to the UK and it's the same. There's always caution that you need to take wherever you go. But South Africa has good things to it too. One, our trauma made us funny as hell. Trauma has made every South African hilarious.
Yeah. Funny.
Everybody's
Yeah.
got a sense of humor. Everybody can take a joke. Well, 98% of us can take a joke.
Yeah.
Some of us are
Questionable.
stuck in the old days.
Very much.
In the 94 era.
In the 94 era. That was our era, so I don't know why we would say that.
95, Habib.
Oh, yeah,
95,
actually, that was my
95.
era.
I'm a fetus.
That was my era. Respect your elders.
Sorry, uncle. I'm sorry, uncle.
Sorry, elder.
No, but it's cool. I'm actually going back to South Africa in July.
I'm excited for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get there. But unjani bafethu?
You don't talk like that when you go back home.
That's when you land at the airport. That's what they tell you.
You don't. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm back. Unjani wena bafu.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Embarrassingly, I can't.
What?
I wish I could. No, like, you know, it comes to a point where I wish that I learnt the languages more so that I could use them. We take that for granted when we were living in South Africa, right?
True.
So it was very much like, it was either you have to study it in school, but you wouldn't like go in depth into the language. It's very much just a
Surface level.
very surface level, just
Yeah.
to greet and to say thank you and please and all the rest of it. But I did wish that I could speak I wish I could speak all 11 languages.
I don't know why I learned sentences in Afrikaans like the dog jumped on the table. Where was that going to benefit me anyway? My Afrikaans teacher was...
Okay, so say it in Afrikaans.
Listen, don't call me out. Don't call me out, geeks. I'm not doing this on you. Not again. I'm not going through this in front of all these people.
That is hilarious.
You tell me and I'll tell you if you're right.
No, that's hilarious. No, that's honestly so funny. Okay, so what are you going to be doing in South Africa?
Well, I'm going to be playing. So every time I go to South Africa, I do a few gigs. I haven't been in South Africa in I think like 2 years, 2.5 years.
Okay.
So I haven't visited anybody. I haven't been home. See some family, see some friends. I'm probably going to all the cities, major cities. So I'll go to Durban first, home city. Go to Johannesburg, second home city. Go to Cape Town, tourist city.
Tourist city.
That's a tourist
Keegan
city.
City.
Yeah, that's Keegan City. I'm going to go and just take a picture of Keegan, hold him up on my phone, take a picture of Table Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
But you travel a lot. You were in South Africa just recently again, weren't you?
Yeah, I was for my brother's engagement party.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a good plug now because it's my brother's birthday. It's the 17th of June, 2026 today.
Oh, happy
and it's his birthday. And not just any birthday, it's his 30th birthday today.
Ooh,
So
welcome to the Uncud.
there we go. So I was going to say big brother because now you're acting like my big brother. Because he got engaged before me as well. Right? He's going to get married
You're
before
slacking,
me.
Geeks.
Am I though?
I'm slacking too, so it's fine.
Am
I
I
needed some
like
company.
you see? This is the debate as well that I have to have with everybody because I'm like, am I actually slacking? Like, do we actually get married these days anymore? Anyway, that's beside the point. Happy birthday, young brother of mine. That you're not so young anymore. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. And may all of your wishes come true. And I say this to you all the time. There is no one that will stand in the way of you achieving them. Okay, believe that.
That was so sweet. That was such a nice thing.
Thank you.
I heard it came from the heart.
It did.
It came from
It wasn't
the
even
heart.
planned.
That was nice. I wish my siblings would give me a shout out like that.
Aww.
One day, inshallah.
Yeah, but you've got I still think that there's so many relationships I still need to fix back at home.
Are they?
Yo, that's like a big sigh because like a good question. Are they worthy of being fixed? I want to believe that they are. Look, I'm still human. I've still got feelings. I don't have hate for anybody. Like people could have done me wrong back in the day, but I still have a lot of love in my heart to give. And it's almost as if like I want to give it, and there's this bigger force that's in me that's saying, Keegs, show love, even when hatred or when the evil eyes being thrown at you, like show love through it all. You know what I mean?
It's a good message to push. It's light always beats darkness.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But also, I can't say I'm the same.
Yeah, I know.
I go blank.
Yeah.
So immediately, if I'm past a certain point, there's no hatred, but there's no love.
Yeah.
There's sometimes I'm not even civil. Sometimes I'm just like, I'll be honest with you, I'm just like, you can talk to me dead in my face, and I will act like you were never there. Like I never heard you speak, like I never saw you, and I will move like you never existed. And that's okay. That works for me. It's worked my entire life, and I think it's better for me. It's
Yeah.
like a coping or self-defense mechanism.
Coping mechanism.
Yeah.
We've
no
all got those.
expectations, Keeks.
Yeah.
No disappointments.
Yeah.
Somebody wise told me that today.
See, this guy is so cheeky, yeah? He's so cheeky. No, but I've said this to you before. Like, I have to take a page out of your book because clearly there are things that make sense for you and that you can actually say out of experience has worked for you. And I think we have to do that a lot in our day-to-day lives. Like, don't be scared of taking, pages out of other people's books, because experience, when it's shared, it is the most beautiful thing when I can listen to a story and I can learn something from somebody else that could help me later on in my life.
True.
There's something so precious about that.
I ask for advice from people all the time. I don't know why some people shy away from it.
Is it?
It's important. Like, if I don't know the answer, like, it's why you study.
Yeah.
You go to school to learn stuff. You go to university to learn stuff. My opinion on university is quite different. But anyway, you go to learn stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't understand something in your adult life, or even in your childhood, wherever you are in life, ask somebody that would know.
Yeah.
It's you getting information that you never had and finding ways to navigate through things that you would have never figured out by yourself or would have taken you longer to figure out.
Yeah.
There's no shame in asking somebody for what their life experience was, or how they navigate certain things, or what their opinion is. You don't have to take everybody's advice. But if you have multiple opinions from everywhere, you can decipher for yourself what's right and what's wrong, and what part to take. You can see the outcomes of certain situations, and you can see what led to dead ends.
Yeah.
That's how you move forward.
No, you're right. And just actually on that note, it's so powerful because you said this to me earlier. Get it off your chest. So whatever it is that you need to get off your chest, to a person, to a relationship, to your pet. You're upset with your pet. Let them know, okay? It's something so important because that weight that you carry is sometimes what stops you from going further, right? It's an unnecessary weight that you have to carry. Your legs are only that strong. You can carry your own body weight and your own things, but you can't necessarily carry other people's burdens as well.
Facts. And it's visible to other people.
Yes.
I told you this earlier. That's why I knew you were upset today.
Oh, I was so upset.
Yeah, I knew
But
it.
not even upset to a point where I wanted to fight anyone.
No.
It was more just like, it was
Heavy.
disappointment that creeps in and you allow it to creep in. And I tell myself this all the time, Keegan, stop letting people disappoint you. But what do I do every single time? I let people disappoint me.
But you let it eat at you.
Yes, man.
But you're doing well. Look at you. You got everything off your chest today.
Yeah.
At least a piece of it.
A little bit.
A piece of it.
A little bit.
A
But
piece
hey,
of it.
it is plugged in the podcast, and there are still loads of things happening right here at Millennium Place Marina, at Locker Room. So many fun things happening, right?
Facts. So
Yes.
Monday is recovery.
Yes.
So after the long weekend, you had a hectic weekend. You come back, drinks at 25 dirhams.
So good.
That's cheap as hell.
Brilliant.
And it helps now with the situation that we're
Yeah.
in.
True.
Tuesday is off duty, so it's a industry night, I believe. So people that are in the industry, same deal. 25. I think it's across the board.
I actually think it's across the board,
Is
which
it?
is great. Yeah. $25 for a drink.
There's
Count
also
me in,
meal
baby.
specials and stuff
Yeah.
with the same thing. What's on Wednesday? Is that the ladies'
In her
night?
own league.
In her own league. I like how they tied the names
I know.
to everything in sports.
Yeah.
In her own league is
In
ladies'
her own
night.
league, ladies' night.
They have a wine special, I believe, for ladies.
Okay, good.
On Wednesdays. Thursdays is what?
Thursdays is warm-up Thursdays.
Oh, getting ready for the weekend.
So we get ready for the week. Do you know what's so funny though? Because just actually on topic, because I don't know if you could relate to this, but we used to call Thursdays Pooza Thursdays.
Pooza Thursdays.
Pooza Thursdays. So
Top
if you
up.
know anything about Pooza Thursday, you know exactly what warm-up Thursdays is about. And then on Friday is Brains and Games,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
always fun.
That's a family-friendly event.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
Bring your friends, bring your family, and then go head-to-head against on a bingo game.
Now
Bingo,
there's music bingo as well.
music bingo is
There's
so
music
fun.
bingo, there's normal bingo, there's
Yeah.
like board games, there's what's the one where you pull the pieces out? The wood pieces. Jenga.
Jenga.
Jeez,
you pull
just
the
left-
pieces
you knew,
out.
You knew exactly what I was talking about. You left me out to fry there,
I
Keeks.
couldn't get to the word because your boy doesn't play Jenga all the time. I will watch people do it, but I wouldn't play it because you know how loud that thing is when it falls.
Nah, that's the massive Jenga.
Yeah, but that's the Jenga I'm talking about. Do we have the small one
I
downstairs?
think we've got
Oh,
the
okay.
You're sitting at the table with kids.
Okay.
You can't have the massive Jenga, can you?
Why not?
Listen, you're asking the wrong question.
All right, and then on Saturday is Fire on the Field. Saturday,
Oh, that's like a braai,
That's
a
a-
barbecue.
Braai. Let's say the Braai. Let's educate the people.
Yeah, so a braai-
It's a Braai.
Is a barbecue, but a braai is better. So a barbecue most of the time is done with gas, isn't it?
No, a Braai could also be done in coals. However, Braai means community. Braai means
Does it?
people. It means gathering. It means it's not just I'm doing a barbecue by myself. No, if I'm having a Braai, I'm around people. I'm around familiar faces. I've got a lekker cold one next to me. The food's good. The camaraderie's there. There's music. It's a vibe.
But then why does the food from a barbecue not taste as good as the food from a braai?
It's because South Africans are not part of the barbecue. The South Africans are the Braai masters, let me tell you.
Facts. That's
Facts. No, it's, I mean, calling a spade a spade. Yeah. And then also on a Sunday, we can't forget, it's Sunday roast.
Sunday roast.
Yes.
That's also a family event.
Family event.
Yeah.
But also great value for money as well for good portion.
I think it's 150 dirhams.
Brilliant.
For your food, your drinks, everything all included.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
That's
really cheap.
absolutely
and
brilliant.
There's DJs and there's, I think, a live singer as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, fantastic.
So fun.
Fun times. Well, look, to the Bafana Bafana team, we are backing you. You are listening to this on the 17th. Well, we're recording this on the 17th of June, so they do play on the 18th against Czech Republic. So good luck, Bafana Bafana. We have to win this one. We have to win the two matches that we're going to
Yeah.
be playing against Czech Republic and South Korea in order for us to make it into the quarterfinals. So good luck, Bafana Bafana. Let's go,
go.
boys. Let's go.
Whew. Habibi,
Yes.
I think we call it here.
There we go.
Bafana Bafana, don't upset us again.
There we go.
Please.
Yes.
We want you to do well.
Yeah.
The whole
yeah.
country is rooting for you for once.
Okay. Yes,
Get it
there
done.
we go. There we go. And remember to always do more of what you love. See you in the next episode.
Yalla, bye.